I'm out on a day trip today with Steve from Mudducks Touring, formerly known as Mudducks 4-wheel driving touring. And the truth is, there's Cassie, and there's the big LandCruiser down the back, and Steve's got his camera out doing some stuff, and there's Steve. If you haven't seen Steve's YouTube channel before, you should go check it out. He has lots of videos on camping sites where he gives them a bit of a walkthrough. Very informative, plus he does some adventuring trips as well. Hey Steve.
Hey Scotty, how are you mate?
Good mate, good. Alright, so I'm down here at the Ferny Creek campsite in the Wallingat National Park. I think, as I may have said earlier, Steve does a campsite review. It's part of his YouTube channel, so if you want to find out about it, go check him out. I strongly recommend it. It's particularly handy for if you live in the Newcastle area and you're looking for campsites within 2 hours of Newcastle. He's got reviews on just about all of them, so you can find any campsite that you want to go to and he'll have all the goss on it. Now, he's wandered off now to do some of his video stuff, so while he's away doing that, I'm just going to do a quick whip around. So this is the river that you camp beside, which is nice. It's salt water, it's tidal, so you can fish here, bring your boats. Probably kayaks and that'd be really good, I think. The only problem is there's a few cows around. They're really annoying me. They shouldn't be here, but they're probably just feral now. I don't think you're meant to drive along this road. It's like a really old road, but people have knocked the barriers over back there at the campsite. So I'm just taking a little walk along it, see where it goes. People have come through here looking for firewood and whatnot. You can see remnants of it there. Breaking all national park rules, but who am I to judge? If I don't see it, well, I can't do anything about it. But clearly you can come along this road. We used to be able to anyway. I'm just going to keep going along and see where it takes me. I think it's just an old track. Doesn't really take you too. There's probably another camp spot a little further along. Looks like it clears up there. See, people have obviously pitched up a tent here as well. But I ain't going to go any further. I just mainly wanted to come down because it looked pretty cool. And while Steve's off doing his campsite review, or his spotlight on campgrounds, that's the name of his video, Spotlight on Campgrounds, gave me a bit of space to do that. I'll start heading back now. The walk I just did along that path from the campsite, it follows the river, or the creek in this case. You can see here on the red line. Myself, I walked to about the middle, here where the red circle is. But I wish I'd gone all the way to the end, because clearly there's something there. On Google Maps you can see like a little shed or something, so maybe that's something to check out next time I go. This is a lovely little area here. No tables though, which is disappointing. I'd think, Steve, it'd be a great picnic area if they had tables and chairs. But it is near the river. We've come around to the other side of the river. Where we were at that last campground. I'm just going to wander down here and have a sticky beak. Oh, here's a little, what used to be a wharf. A little bit of it left. What a spot. Yet again, another great spot to come with your kayaks. You can paddle around here, catch some fish. Great little spot. So here we are at the Wallingat camping area, or I call it the Wallingat River camping area, but same thing, same but different. Alright, so I'm just down by the river here at the Wallingat River Campground, which is a much nicer campground than the one we were at earlier, the Ferny Creek one. I won't fill you in too much details because if you're interested in it, you can go and check out Steve's his Spotlight on Campgrounds video. So just look him up on the YouTube, Mudducks Touring. And when it does come out, because that'll come out well after this video's been released, and if I remember to do it, I'll whack a link into the comment section below. But don't hold me to that. But anyway, here we are down here at the river. I'm impressed with this area. Very impressed. Cassie the Fortuner sitting next to Big Brother, the big LandCruiser. Beautiful cars. Who doesn't like a Toyota, honestly? Beautiful cars. Here comes a YouTuber in their natural element.
Well, they are on the far there into towards the toilet. And down that way is the back of where I was before. So it looks like you can walk in camp today, which is right.
That was a rare mud duck popping out of the bush, doing what it loves to do, playing with a camera, informing people of all the good things that national parks have to offer. Anyway, I don't need to be whispering now, I suppose. He's long gone. Well, I'll use this picture here to show where we are. So Newcastle and where we live's, 45 minute to an hour drive south. This is the Great Lakes area. So you've got Foster's here at the top. Bulahdelah is about here somewhere. You've got Myall Lakes National Park down here. Seal Rocks sits about here. And then we're in this national park here, the Wallingat National Park. Just ignore me puffing and panting, I just jogged up the hill. But this is what the forest here has to offer. Beautiful tall trees. You drive on through it. It's a lovely place. I mean, it's a fine specimen of a tree. Beautiful. And the road just travels through this sort of environment. Look at that. Beautiful. Little bubbly creek down there. Probably can't see it, but you can certainly hear it. Well, I can. Wallingat National Park. What a place. Actually looks like, she looks like looking behind me. Look at that. Oh, I'll be at the right angle, get my head out of the middle of the... There we go. Beautiful. The air's so fresh. Beautiful, lovely smell, that great forest smell helps. There's a tiny bit of rain around today, not a lot. Just get a little bit of footage a bit further down the road of the forest. It really is a lovely part of the world. Strongly recommend coming here to the Wallingat National Park. Strongly recommend it. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Cassie in her natural element. Everyone loves the sounds of VH, don't they? Oh, big the rope, he runs me over. Whooshka. Hey. Boys and their toys. Boys and their toys. Not the best day, but it's a good view. Alright, next stop on the big day out, the Gurrumbee picnic area. The lady from National Parks who we were just talking to up at the Whoota Whoota Lookout said there's some nice little fire trails you can walk off here. So maybe one day I might come back and do that, but right now, ain't gonna happen. That's a nice little picnic area. You've got a table and chairs, a bit of protection and cover, and of course all the information about the Wallingat National Park. And that's fair because someone's tried to burn the... In that comment there makes perfect sense. Only guys with small brains and even smaller genitalia do this kind of thing. Shame on you. 100% whoever wrote that, I agree with you. So why am I here on my own? Well, I thought Steve was following me, but it turns out it was some other car. So I didn't message him to say, turn this way. And Steve was well behind me and missed the turn. So I'm just waiting for him to come along this road here and flag him down. The lesson from that is to not assume someone is following you. In hindsight, I should have looked and saw that he's got some yellow headlights on, but I wasn't paying that much attention. We should be coming down this road any minute now. I might have to fast forward this video until he gets here. Here he comes. See, I should have been looking for that yellow headlights. So this is the view of the lake from a campground near Neranie on the Myall Lakes. just a couple of kilometres off the turn off to Seal Rocks. A very popular campsite. There are people everywhere. You can see it. It's a pretty miserable day, but there's a lot of people here. Camping all the way from there, all the way over to there. And then there's another section back up the amenities block where you can travel around the back to about 10 or so non-lakeside campsites. Absolutely beautiful down here though. We're going to take this walking track, Steve. The historic cemetery and headland. Thankfully it's only a short walk.
Off a long pier.
Sorry?
Off a long pier.
Off a long pier. Oh jeez. Alright, come up the short hill. Hello. There is a cemetery here. They weren't lying. I'm breathing heavy because it's a little short steep hill to get up here, and I'm not fit. Whew. I've always been fascinated with cemeteries, in particular old gravesites. I don't know why, I can't explain it. Just always have been. This is a neat little cemetery in the middle of nowhere. Still waiting for Steve to come up the hill. He's come up in low range. Mary Ann Godwin died 1886, 54 years old. I have been here before, a couple of times now. One of them was in a video I did a day trip with your mate Peaky a couple of years ago. Today I've come out here with Steve. It's his first time here, so I thought we'll pop back and check it out. We just got to walk up this little walkway here, and when we get to the end of it, so I'll fast forward from this moment. And we're back in real time. So when you walk down this little walkway, what you are presented with is this. Now that's a special tree, that's our big tree. Big tree. So it's the biggest tree in New South Wales apparently. She's a flooded gum, 400 plus years old, and it's 76.2 metres in height. Got 8.9 metre circumference, 1.5 metres above ground level. So Steve, what do you think of today's trip?
Oh, it was great, mate. Thanks very much for inviting me along. We've had a great time. No hard wheeling, but it wasn't the plan. It was just tour around, see things we haven't seen. So thanks very much for inviting me, Scotty. It's been a good day, mate.
Not a problem. It worked out well for both of us, didn't it?
It was brilliant.
Yep, I got to suss some stuff out. You got some new content, as everyone's would have heard by now, where to check it out. All your little campsite spotlights.
Yep.
And more importantly, we got to see a big tree.
Exactly.
Makes it worthwhile. So I'll be tuning out here now. I won't be having any more content, but I just want to say goodbye.
Yep.
And I just want to say thanks, Steve, for coming along.
Oh, thanks again, Scotty, for having me. And we'll see you all later on.
Perfect.
Come check out my channel later on.
Yeah, give it a go.
Mudducks Touring Australia.
It's worth a watch. All right, see you all.
See you guys.